Hey everyone, I'm Erica Olson, and on today's Music Minute, we have a very special guest, Grammy-nominated K.Flay. Hi, Christine.
Hey.
Very exciting week for you.
Yes.
You could go from Grammy-nominated artist to Grammy-winning artist in a matter of days. How do you handle the suspense?
Not to sound like cliche, but it's kind of just an honor to be nominated. Winning would just be like icing on the cake.
You've got 2 Grammy nominations right now.
Yes.
For Best Rock Song, which is cool, alongside household names like Foo Fighters, Metallica. But more importantly, you're the only female artist nominated in that category. How does it make you feel?
I think in general right now, rock is kind of missing, at least mainstream rock is kind of missing some of that female energy.
The boy I love's got another girl. He might be up with her right now. I don't have an apartment. Thought if I was smart, I'd make it far, but I'm still at the start. Guess I'm contagious. It'd be safest if you ran. That's what they all just end up doing in the end. Take my car and paint it black. Take my arm, break it in half. Say something, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cut. I need blood in the cut. I need blood in the cut. I met back up with the boy I love. I cried on the streets of San Francisco. I don't have an agenda. All I do is pretend to be okay, so my friends can't see my heart in the blender. And lately, I've been killing on my time. Reading through your messages, my favorite way to die. Take my head and kick it in. Break some bread for all my sins. Say a word, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup.
And Blood in the Cut really helped you earn these Grammy nominations. Were you surprised by how much that song was embraced?
Yeah, very much so. I wrote that song in my parents' basement over Christmas, and I was just like really sad. Felt like a loser, and like essentially forgot about it. Then when I was beginning to revisit songs and think about the record and what we wanted to do, I played that for the producer I was working with. He was like, I think that's pretty good. I like that song. Those two energies combined to make something that felt, you know, at once like kind of vulnerable, but also, you know, powerful too.
So this is your latest album,
Yes.
Everywhere is Somewhere. An interesting title. Where did that come from?
So there's an arbitrariness to locations and places. But on the flip side, there's total singularity everywhere you go. Like this little square on the floor could be like the place where somebody got a phone call that changed their life. And so I think that there's this tension, I think that strikes me as like both exciting and humbling, that everywhere you go, nothing matters and everything matters.
And you've got a new single coming out, Giver. Let's talk about that.
This song really stems from touring. It's this world, it's like a Groundhog Day universe. And it's exciting, but it's also really monotonous, and sometimes it's hard to stay engaged with the normal world and the people you care about. So I think this song for me was really an extension of feelings I have sometimes that I'm not giving myself to those people in the ways that I want to and in the ways that I know I'm capable of.
I caught my brother yelling out, I fell in love and then fell out, and I don't know if I can say that. I let a stranger in my bed, I pretended you were him, 'cause I needed the view on set. Every day's another shot, but all I do is mess it up. Screaming 'cause I've got it too good to cry. I put the medicine inside my head, apologize for all the things I said. Girl, it takes guts just to survive.
Let's talk about your onstage performance.
It's all about, I think, just embracing how you want to perform. And for me, it's about being really unself-conscious. You know, it's not worrying about how I look always or even how I sound. But I mean, I ideally want to sound good, but I want to have that connection.
I got so much soul in my body, but no one keeping me honest, and whole days turning to holes in my mind. I got high hopes, lots of potential. I'm high, broke, searching for symbols, and when I let go of what is mine. I got so much soul in my body, but no one keeping me honest, and whole days turning to holes in my mind. I got high hopes, lots of potential. I'm high, broke, searching for symbols, and when I let go of what is mine. I'm learning to live, I'm trying to be better, I'm learning to give, but I don't know if I'm a giver. I'm learning to live, I'm trying to be better, I'm learning to give, but I don't know if I'm a giver. I don't know if I'm a giver.
Have you received flack from the music industry of being a female artist and maybe being asked to look or act a certain way?
One thing I've discovered recently is that people, no matter what your industry is, they respond to direction and excitement and confidence. And so if I come into a room and I'm like, this is what I want to do, the record's called this is how I'm dressing, people are like, let's do it.
I've heard a few things that were surprising to me, not necessarily your typical rock artist background. So I thought I better fact check this. Okay. So, true or false, you started off as a hip-hop artist and even opened up for Snoop Dogg?
That's true. Though the opening for Snoop Dogg, it was just a couple shows.
Okay.
It wasn't like I was like out on tour with him.
Still.
But yeah, that is how I started.
Okay, next surprising question. True or false, you were a double major, psychology and sociology at Stanford, and creating music at the same time?
Yes.
How
True.
did you find time for all of that?
I didn't drink alcohol. I think, furthermore, drinking aside, it's like, well, if you love everything you do, then you find a way to fit it all into your life.